안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to the Culture Wave. I'm Kwon So-wa in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects with K-entertainment, K-people, K-trends, K-everything. Now for today's show, we will do all of that with our co-host Bella Kim in the studio. Bella, hello.
Hi, So-wa, and to all the viewers, I'm Bella Kim, and I'm here every Tuesdays and Thursdays to co-host with So-wa, especially to fill you guys in with the latest K-entertainment stories.
All right, we can't wait for that. But first, we have a report to start off. Sales of books by author Kang have surpassed 1 million in less than a week since she won this year's Nobel Prize for Literature. While readers seek to get to know Han and her works, Han, for her part, has kept her media engagement to a minimum by sharing her wish to simply and quietly write stories. Our Park Gun-woo has more.
The books of South Korea's first Nobel Literature Prize winner Kang are selling at an unprecedented speed. According to 3 major Korean bookstore chains as of 9 a.m. Wednesday, throughout the 6 days following the Nobel Prize win, over 1 million copies of Kang's books have been sold. It's reportedly unusual for several books by a single author that aren't new releases to have this many copies sold within a week. Sales of ebook versions reached around 70,000 during the same period. Along with their acclaimed literary work, The Vegetarian, Human Acts, and We Do Not Part have made up the top 3 most sold.
It's an unprecedented record because it's a challenge in itself to surpass 1 million copies in the digital era, compared to when it was common in the 80s and 90s. This goes beyond people just wanting to read the novel and shows their strong desire to own the actual book. The author's new releases will probably see increases in sales as well.
Despite her popularity, Han, during an interview with Swedish public service television company SVT, said that she doesn't want the spotlight and wants to stay quiet and peacefully thinking about the meaning of the prize. She also said she would like to concentrate on finishing her new novel and then writing her Nobel Prize acceptance speech. Han is set to receive her Nobel Prize in Literature at the ceremony held in Sweden on December 10th. Park Gun-woo, Arirang News.
We actually saw this coming. I mean, almost the moment after the announcement that she got the Nobel Prize for Literature, right?
For sure, because I myself went to the bookstore to buy Kang's book, and I'm not even a study reader, and it was already all sold out.
Oh, I can imagine that there were many with you there in the lines. Now, Bella, I have a question for you.
Yes?
Is there another language that you would like to learn or that you find attractive?
Well, I speak right now Korean and English, and I would love to learn French because French is actually my second language back home in Canada, where I was raised, and I learned French, but I forgot everything, so I do want to learn it again. And also, it sounds very, very elegant.
Right. Tu parles un peu de français?
Oh, wow! Do you speak French?
I think it's kind of my 4th language.
Wow!
But I don't speak it well. I don't speak it well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, it sounds very elegant.
I'm good at pretending. Anyway, so French, I think in terms of the sound of a language, many people like to learn a new language if it sounds elegant, as you said. In the case of Korean, I think it's attributed to people interested in K-pop and K-dramas, which is why they want to learn Korean, because we have it in all of these K-pop and K-dramas and K-lyrics and...
For sure. And now
also,
probably K-literature as
yes,
well.
that was what I was looking for.
Right? Because I can imagine that foreigners would love to read this Nobel Prize winner Kang's book in the original language.
Exactly. And speaking of which, the interest in Korean language has grown to the extent that there is more demand than supply in some countries. And that is why there are plans to send more teachers abroad to institutions so that more people can learn the language.
I heard there's even AI teachers now that they're planning to, have.
Yes, so maybe our AI anchor, Adi, would be interested in that job, but please don't go anywhere, Adi. So let's check this out in our next report. The unwavering global interest in K-culture, including K-pop, K-dramas, and K-literature, as we just said, is driving a remarkable increase in the number of people eager to learn the Korean language. To meet this growing demand, the King Sejong Institute, an organization committed to promoting Korean language and culture, has announced plans to expand its network of learning centers worldwide. Here's Han Da-eun with more details.
유저하는 사람이 있다면 지금 시작하세요. 하늘은 스스로 돕는 자를 돕습니다.
A foreign participant speaks flawless Korean at a Korean language speaking competition in the United Arab Emirates. The contestants are people from various walks of life who learned how to speak Korean at the King Sejong Institute's language centers. A new center has recently opened at a university in Sharjah, a city known as the cultural capital of the Arab world.
Major is international relations. So firstly, I believe that learning Korean language will open doors and bring opportunity to work.
But it's quite challenging to learn Korean in regions that lack access to King Sejong Institute centers.
I studied Korean for a year and a half at the Chinese University of Hong Kong, but was unable to continue learning since there aren't many specialized Korean language academies in Macau.
Even in regions where Sejong language centers are available, thousands are on waiting lists. To address the growing global demand, the government plans to expand the number of King Sejong Institute centers worldwide to 300 and establish additional branches to support the expansion. It also plans to introduce AI-based Korean language instructors for those who are unable to access offline classes.
We'll seek various research and development projects to utilize AI teachers in Korean education over the next 3 years. We plan to provide digital support tailored to the needs of each learner.
The government also vowed to earmark an additional budget to help the King Sejong Institute Foundation become a key hub for the promotion of the Korean language, culture, and more. Han Da-eun, Arirang News.
Time for some K-entertainment news with Bella Kim. Bella, you have some exciting news to start off.
Yes, very exciting. I'm your hope, you're my hope, I'm J-Hope. Welcome back, J-Hope. BTS member J-Hope has officially been discharged on Thursday morning after completing his 18-month mandatory military service. And as he kind of came out, he saluted to the press and his fans. Let's listen to some of the words that he shared after being discharged.
정말 나라를 지키기 위해서 정말 많은 국군 장병분들이 이 노고와 이 헌신, 정말 이 나라를 위해서 많은 것들을 하고 있으십니다. 그래서 그런 분들께 우리 국민분들께서 좀 뜨거운 관심과 사랑을 해주시면은 더욱더 큰 의미가 되지 않을까라는 생각이 듭니다. 기다려주셔서 너무 감사드리고 정말 큰 응원과 성원 그리고 사랑 주셔서 감사합니다. 건강하게 잘 전역했습니다. 감사합니다. 충성!
It is great to see him back and healthy. And Bella, I heard that one of the other BTS members was there at the site to welcome him.
Yes, the first BTS member actually who got discharged, Jin, welcomed J-Hope with a big bouquet of flowers and a hug. He even volunteered and kneeled down to hold the press mic as J-Hope spoke to the press as well. So that was very touching to see as well.
That is really a lovely gesture.
Yes, it is for sure. And after J-Hope sharing his thank yous, he also blew kisses to the fans saying, you know, thank you as well.
I can imagine the fans really loved that because actually I think the company of them asked them to not, visit them in person. So we really look forward to his upcoming activities. So now let's move on to our next story. But we're not done with BTS stories, right?
Yes, we're not done with BTS stories yet. I still have more BTS stories for you guys. Do you know a famous saying that usually lovers share with each other saying, I'll catch that star for you.
Ah, yeah. In Korean, you would say 별을 따다줄게.
Yes.
Yes, I hear that a lot in Korean dramas and also in lyrics as well.
But it's not only appearing in lyrics and dramas, it's actually real life because I've never actually imagined owning a star myself, but BTS Jimin has a handful. He actually received the star as a birthday gift from his fans in Hungary, PJM Hungary, and they registered a star under Park Jimin at the official star registration last Sunday for his birthday. And Jimin's star is located right beside Jupiter, so that means it can be best seen from here in Korea.
Amazing.
For Jimin to take a look at. So that was really sweet of them. Let me read out a short letter that the fans wrote for Jimin. They said, "We hope that when you look up at your own star, you will always feel our infinite and eternal love. You're the brightest star in our universe. Shine forever. With love, PJM Hungary."
Oh, that actually shows again the popularity of K-pop and K-culture in Hungary. We just a few days ago talked with the director of the Korean Cultural Center about the K-pop phenomenon there in Hungary.
Exactly.
But I heard that it's not even the first time that Jimin received stars as a gift, star as a gift.
A star. He does not only own one star. Back in 2022, Jimin's fans gave Jimin 27 stars.
27 stars.
For his 27th birthday.
Oh, now I get it.
And then another one last year for his 28th birthday. So the star he received this year is for 29th birthday. So he now owns 29 stars.
So if he gets 50, 60, 70, and of course, I probably imagine that the fans will still be with them by then. Then he may have 50, 60, 70, 80 stars.
I guess so. Wow, lucky him.
Okay, that is really interesting here. So how does it actually work? Can I just say, okay, that star is for Bella, this one's for you, this one's for me? How can you own a star?
It's not that simple, but it is actually simpler than I thought. The process is very simple. There's several sites where you can actually name a star, but based on the site that Jimin's fans have purchased, it only takes 4 single steps. You just access onto the star registration website, choose your package, name it, and you'll get your certificate and registration number.
That's the certificate we're seeing right here, right?
That was the star that was given to Jimin. And the cost can range from $35 to $180 depending on the brightness of the star. And it also varies between different websites as well.
To be honest, I think that it's more affordable than I thought.
I know.
So Bella, my birthday is on...
Okay. My birthday is coming up too, next year, March. So, let's mark our calendars.
All right. Maybe, let's look how bright our stars are that we gift each other. Now let's move on to K-movies. So recently, many K-pop artists have released a live concert as a film. So this is actually still about K-pop. And there is another group that has joined this trend.
Yes, you're correct. Girl group IVE released their first live concert film, the first world tour in cinema, on Wednesday. And the film follows IVE during their first world tour and the show What I Have encore concert. And that was held back in Seoul in August. It captured live performances. It also has behind-the-scenes moments and the members' honest interviews. So it has a fully packed film. So if you missed IVE's concert, or if you're a huge fan of IVE, or if you just love K-pop, make sure you guys check this movie out at the theater.
Show What I Have. So let's head to the theaters to see what they have. So thank you very much for the K-Inter News, Bella.
My pleasure.
And now it's time for other culture-related news with our AI anchor, Ari.
Hello and welcome to the Culture Wave AI News. I am Ari, your AI guide to the latest in cultural news and information, with a special focus on all things Korea. Let's jump into our first story of the day. Following South Korean author Kang becoming the first Korean to win the Nobel Prize in Literature, a meeting was held on Wednesday at the Literature Translation Institute of Korea to discuss the expansion of Korean literature abroad. The Culture Ministry is planning to establish a cooperative system among relevant organizations to launch a project that introduces Korean literature overseas. After conducting a survey to gauge demand, novelist Kang will make her first public appearance since winning the Nobel Prize for Literature on Thursday at the Ponychung Innovation Award ceremony, as the recipient of the 18th Ponychung Innovation Award.
The 23rd Eton Rice Culture Festival kicked off on Wednesday and will run for 5 days until October 20th. Serving as a focal point of South Korea's rice production, the festival sets out to promote the country's rice culture and traditional agricultural culture. People can taste and purchase makgeolli, snacks, and even ice cream, all made from rice, as well as local agricultural products like Korean beef and local honey. South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff announced Wednesday that tours to border areas including the Dora Observatory and the Gosong Unification Observatory are safe to resume. After the North destroyed inter-Korean roads using explosives on Tuesday, the Joint Chiefs of Staff halted all security tours as a precaution. But following risk assessment, the JCS determined the situation stable, saying the South Korean military would be closely monitoring all movement in the area. And that's all from me for today. I'll be back with more news at the same time tomorrow. See you then.
Every week, we connect live to correspondents around the world to fill us in on K-culture news in their respective countries. They have been selected based on their affection for Korea. Now today, we will delve into the affection for K-food. We go live to the gourmet city of Melbourne in Australia, where Korean franchises are catering to the Australian palate, especially with one particular dish we want to delve deeper into today. We are connected live to content creator Farnaz Piraste. Hello, Farnaz.
Hi. So, hi, Soa. Hi, Bella.
Hi. Thank you for joining us. So, Farnaz, please introduce yourself and your interest in Korea and especially K-food.
Well, I'm Farnaz Piraste, originally from Iran. I went to Korea. I lived in Korea from 2013 until last year when I moved to Australia. I did my Master's of Engineering at Pukyong National University and then worked as a reporter at Busan English Broadcasting while also collaborating with tourism organizations as an influencer, content creator, and cultural ambassador. Well, my time in Korea was filled with incredible activities and programs, making those years unforgettable experiences for me. Well, currently I'm in Melbourne, Australia, and I'm honored to be a PhD student at the University of Melbourne. Before I went to Korea, I honestly didn't know much about the country, but it didn't take long before I fall in love with the country and the culture, and especially the food, what we're talking about today. Well, let's say my favorite food there was not something including something what we are gonna talk about today, but I loved andong jingdak and 닭갈비, which unfortunately I cannot find here.
Okay, so you probably had a lot of andong, 찜닭 and 닭갈비 here in Korea. But now let's talk about the Korean food in Australia. So many Korean food items can be easily found in large supermarkets as well as convenience stores in Australia these days. I heard you can choose from a wide variety of options. So Farnaz, how big are we speaking?
Well, this is actually huge. Australia is a multicultural country, so you can find almost anything you need from different culture, including Korea, of course. The availability of Korean food in Australia has truly exploded during the past years. And it's so exciting to see that, especially for me who has lived in Korea for 10 years and now is here in Australia. So you can find a variety of items from frozen mandu and kimbap to tteokbokki in major supermarkets and convenience stores. I guess with the global popularity of K-pop and K-drama, as you were talking before, interest in Korean cuisine has surged, and traditional foods like kimchi and ramen are actually flying over the shelves, even in big supermarkets. I had this moment myself when I was walking in a street in Melbourne when I suddenly saw a shop with a Korean name on it. I went in and it actually felt I was stepping into Korea. They had everything from Korean soap and toothpaste to even kitchen gloves from Korea. And of course, so many kinds of food, fresh, frozen, even canned, all Korean written on them. It all made me feel relieved and felt like I'm not actually far from Korea and Korean stuff. It's great to know whether if rather you want a quick snack or looking for those authentic flavors, Australia's got you covered. And it's getting more and more here.
You almost have everything here, right?
I know, right? You mentioned a lot of foods. I'm getting hungry. But one Korean dish is said to be particularly hot right now in Australia is Korean-style fried chicken. How popular is chicken in Australia?
Well, K-chicken, sorry.
Chicken.
Chicken or kitchen?
Both. Well, Korean style fried chicken. Wright was talking about it at lunch with my friends about K-chicken. It is incredibly popular in Australia right now. It became one of the hottest K-food dishes, and most people know exactly what K-chicken is. Whether it's that crispy double fried texture or the amazing sauce like sweet sauce or spicy gochujang, K-chicken is really having its moment here. I even have friends who are big fan of fried chicken, and they have tried all different kinds of fried chicken from different brands, from different countries over the past 13, 14 years. And guess what? They still say that Korean chicken is the best. And the good thing is it's franchising everywhere in Australia, in Melbourne, in big cities. And with so many delivery options, you actually feel like in Korea that you can get it delivered at home and enjoy, like me in the right now in the video. People actually can't get enough. They enjoy it a lot.
Yes, very. I was wondering if that is you actually, Farna. So you are really making us hungry right now. But what are the top chicken brands? You just mentioned the brands or dishes among Australians. And what's your personal go-to chicken dish and why?
Well, Korean style fried chicken was recently selected as the favorite Korean food outside of Korea. And it's easy to see why. In Australia, Gammy chicken and Nene chicken are two of the most popular brands I see all over Australia. I was just reading about that Gammy chicken has 42 locations across the country. I'll never forget the first time that I spotted Nene chicken in the street. I was actually so emotional and excited. It's because it's a brand that I used to eat back in Korea, and seeing it here made me feel right at home. Well, about the prices are definitely higher comparing to Korea, probably like double, but they're still quite reasonable compared to other fried chicken and other kind of like dish here. You're looking at around $20 to $40 Australian dollars per person. It's totally worth it for the authentic K-chicken experience, though.
Mm-hmm. I for sure know what I'm having for dinner today. Chicken for sure. For any foreigners, especially in Australia, do you have any tips, on enjoying this K-chicken to the fullest?
Well, I guess what makes Korean chicken very special is that even compared to other chicken dishes in Australia, it's the crispy texture and the variety of sauce that and seasoning that people use. So it's not just perfect as the balance of sauces and the flavor, but also combination of the sauces. And this is the secret of Korean food, I guess, that they do and they make it. So in order to enjoy the fullest, of the K chicken, I guess we can have it like chimek style. So chimek is the perfect combination of chicken and mekju, which is like beer in Korean. And I guess it's the secret of like cool Korean life. So a combination of the crispy chicken paired with the cold beer is unbeatable. So to take it to the next level, try it with some Korean style salad, which is like sliced cabbage with ketchup and mayonnaise. And of course, don't forget chicken moo, which is pickled radish that adds the refreshing and crunch to it.
Of
it's
course.
a perfect blending of flavors that makes K-chicken so enjoyable. I guess all of us now really want to have K-chicken right now.
Indeed. Now, very quickly, Farnaz, before you go, do you think that this craze for K-chicken in Australia will grow even bigger?
I guess not just K-chicken, but also like all Korean food or all K-food will continue to grow. Korean culture actually has captivated the world from K-pop to K-dramas and even K-fashion. It might be interesting for you to know that it's famous in Australia that like K-fashion is something that is very stylish. And besides that, what's even more exciting in Melbourne is the opening of Koreatown in this city, which has been announced before in September, but it's going to be officially opened in the next May or June. And we're going to have a big celebration for the Koreatown. And there is in the street, which is called Kimchi Street. And definitely with that, it's going to be a hub of Korean business and Korean restaurants and more Korean festivals in this beautiful city of Melbourne.
I can imagine that's going to be fantastic. So thank you very much for that, Farnaz, today.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And thank you, Bella. We'll see you again next week.
You're welcome.
Thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave, and hope you join us again on Thursday at 2 p.m. Korea time, or Friday that is, and maybe one day here in Korea.